Bike Week in Sturgis, South Dakota takes place every year the first Monday following the first full weekend in August. It is the largest motorcycle rally in the world. Normally, Sturgis has only 6,532 inhabitants. Most of the time, Sturgis is pretty slow. There's not a lot going on here, aside from 2 bars and a bowling alley. On Main Street, you may see 2 cars drive by all day and perhaps a motorcycle. That's about it until the rally comes to town. The bikers invade, some 400,000 of them.
Ever since they created the motorcycle, I don't think there's any alpha male that's seen a Harley Davidson that didn't want one. Most of the reason why people don't have them because they can't afford one.
You don't come to Sturgis and not ride. Yeah, if you bring a bike, you got to ride. And I've done that. I've probably 4 or 5 different rides at the times I've been out. You know, I haven't rode as much as I'd like to. Right, but I got my rides in. It was well worth the trip. Right, and I think anybody that hasn't experienced it should try it. Once in a lifetime, you get a chance to come out to Sturgis and try it. It's unbelievable.
The rally started out as basically racing. They had a race and people started coming to that race, and then they decided to have a festival around the race, and it eventually just kept growing and growing and growing, and now the racing aspect of it, a lot of people that come don't even know about the racing, that the racing is even there.
It's all about show. It's not that the people know how to ride or even come here wanting to ride. They come here to be seen on Main Street and to make the party. And a lot of these people wouldn't be doing the things that they do back home. But they come out here where nobody knows them and it's just Party Central.
The sign states the official party line. Sturgis is all about bikes, babes, and beer. In that order. But is this really what it's all about? Did so many ride so far just for this? For any bikers seeking to connect with your inner outlaw, you must hop on your bike and ride out to the outskirts of town in the vast biker campgrounds and bars, such as the Full Throttle Saloon, the self-proclaimed largest biker bar in the world. Like any subculture, bikers need a place to call home. It's here at the biker bar that the biker brotherhood truly comes into its own. The saloon harkens back to the Wild West outlaw days, only now the horses are made of iron and chrome. The outlaws, mostly weekend riders.
As of right now, I would say the main attraction is the music.
When it gets dark, the party at the Full Throttle kicks into high gear. When the music stops, the action moves to the burnout pits.
Burnout is basically, you just pull up to the wall and pop your clutch and let your rear tire start spinning until it gets hot enough that it starts smoking.
It can be a health risk to stand directly behind a motorcycle's rear tire during a burnout. The closer it gets to last call, the wilder it gets at the biker bar. Girls leap onto bar tops at their own peril. Cell phones come out. The next day, the drunken antics from the night before will be on the internet.
You got lawyers and doctors just want to be cool. Once a year they come to Sturgis. They trailer their bikes in. They don't even ride them. Somebody else brings them in just to ride up and down Main Street to be cool. There's a lot of gang members in town, I'll put it that way. Because the ones you don't see are the ones that are going to get you. They're all got their own agendas. The streets of Sturgis have been for a long time neutral for the big clubs because of one reason. They make millions and millions of dollars in merchandising on the streets of Sturgis. So if they all rode in guns a-blazing, you think we'd have Sturgis next year? No.
An eternal conflict of biblical proportions, of good and evil, plays out day and night on the streets of Sturgis.
Every major spot in Sturgis has got an evangelist there to tell you about Jesus. You can't get away.
Talking about how people are empty without God, and they try to fill up that emptiness with all kinds of things like drugs and alcohol and sex and all this stuff. I went home, I threw away all my drugs. I had thousands of dollars worth of drugs. Threw them all away. They're on their way to hell.
Everybody that's not coming here to witness about Christ, I think, comes to do one thing, either be a tourist or to party. And our gang's about Jesus, and we got our agenda, and it's leading people to that cross outside, the love of Christ. We're a gang too.
Sturgis may not only be about bikes, babes, and beer. In the end, the rally is all about the ride and the biker subculture. It's about people from all walks of life with a shared passion for motorcycles and the biker way of life, if only experienced by many on weekends and at biker rallies like Sturgis.